J.D. Vance's controversial views on women and immigration exposed in 2021 podcast key takeaways. 1. J.D. Vance's 2021 podcast reveals controversial opinions on women's roles, immigration, and masculinity. 2. Vance criticized professional women for choosing careers over family and expressed negative views about Ilhan Omar and immigration. 3. The podcast has intensified scrutiny of Vance's political positions and their impact on Trump's campaign. A recently discovered podcast from September 2021 has brought to light J.D. Vance's contentious viewpoints on women, masculinity, and immigration. The recording, featuring Vance, now Donald Trump's running mate, has reignited debates over his past remarks and their implications for his political career. Vance's critique of professional women and gender roles. In the podcast, Vance criticized professional women for prioritizing careers over traditional family roles, claiming that this path leads to misery. He expressed the belief that women who focus on career advancement at the expense of starting families are ultimately unhappy. This perspective was shared in a discussion about his experiences at Yale Law School, where he observed women pursuing what he called a value system that he argued results in personal dissatisfaction. Comments on immigration and Ilhan Omar. Vance also targeted Ilhan Omar, a Somali-American congresswoman, alleging she displayed ingratitude towards the U.S. and suggesting she would have remained in a crap hole had she not moved to America. His remarks about the Somali-American community and Afghan refugees seeking asylum in the U.S. were controversial, further fueling debates about his stance on immigration. Impact on Trump's campaign and political standing. Podcast revelations have exacerbated existing controversies surrounding Vance, including his previous comments about childless women and his critical remarks about various political figures. This has raised concerns about his influence on Trump's campaign, especially as the race heats up against Kamala Harris, who is vying to become America's first woman of color president. Vance's views on masculinity and cultural issues. Vance also voiced concerns about the suppression of traditional masculine traits in American society, asserting that elite institutions are uncomfortable with masculinity. He linked this suppression to broader cultural and political issues, suggesting that future defense of the nation would rely on boys raised with traditional masculine values.